Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome to Learn with Bibo. So today's topic is cholesterol metabolism, and we are going to understand the basics of cholesterol metabolism, understanding the basics. So let's get started. Now, what is cholesterol? Why is everyone worried that their cholesterol levels, if it increases, it might cause some um, life-threatening diseases? So let's learn about it. How is cholesterol metabolized in a body and what it actually is. So cholesterol, as you can see in the picture, it is a 27 carbon compound which has a unique structure. You can see it has got 27 carbons, right? And a hydroxyl group attached to it as well. So it has a hydrocarbon tail, central sterol nucleus. It is basically a steroid lipid. Then it has got four hydrocarbon rings and a hydroxyl group attached. You can see over here the hydroxyl group. So then the center of the ring is a feature of all the steroid hormones. Now, this is basically basic of what the cholesterol structure is and what it is actually. Then coming to the different ways how cholesterol enters our body. So basically there are two ways as we can see on the screen. One is endogenous cholesterol biosynthesis and the other one is dietary cholesterol consumption. So cholesterol released within the body that is secreted, produced within the body's endogenous cholesterol biosynthesis. Whereas dietary cholesterol comes from cholesterol containing foods, which we take in our diet. So the main sources of endogenous cholesterol are majorly liver. Major portion of cholesterol in endogenous cholesterol biosynthesis is played by liver, then the small intestine, spleen, and other organs. Now, the daily cholesterol synthesis in adults is around 600 to 800 mg, whereas dietary cholesterol comes from cholesterol containing foods, which are mostly animal products like meat, eggs, or dairy products like cheese, butter, milk, etc. Now, coming to the endogenous cholesterol synthesis, as we can see in the flow chart, how endogenous cholesterol is basically synthesized, right? The acetate converts to HMG, CoA, and then mevalonate, then squalene, and then lenosterol, and then finally to cholesterol. So this is the endogenous cholesterol synthesis. But we are going to discuss majorly the dietary cholesterol metabolism, how through the foods the cholesterol enters our body and how it is actually metabolized. So we can see these foods are to be avoided if anyone is having high cholesterol. So the foods are as follows. They contain all fried foods, dairy products, eggs, and then meat, basically animal-based products, as you can see. These are a few of the examples of cholesterol containing foods. Then coming to how this actually enters our body. So basically, when we consume foods like this, when we consume it, these foods containing cholesterol, when it enters our body, they are actually absorbed by the intestine. So these foods get absorbed in the intestine, and these foods are then later converted or released as lipids. Now, coming to how it actually works. Here is our intestine. So this intestine has now absorbed the cholesterol foods, containing foods. It has absorbed them. And now from this intestine, lipids are released. So the first lipid released is this chylomicron, which is a low density lipid. Low density lipid meaning it has more of lipid content and less of protein content. So it takes in more of, cholesterol fat. And through intestine, chylomicron comes out into the bloodstream and then it enters the liver. This chylomicron then goes to the liver. Then this liver already has endogenous cholesterol, as we discussed previously, that liver is the major organ which leads to the biosynthesis of endogenous cholesterol. It also contains other lipids and triglycerides. Then this chylomicron, when it enters the liver, it gets converted to VLDL, which is very low density lipid. Now, very low density lipid, meaning it has more of lipid content and very less of protein content, because chylomicron, already a low density lipid, enters liver, which already has endogenous cholesterol, lipids, and triglycerides. So these all together combine, become excess, and lead to the conversion of VLDL, that is very low density lipid. Then this very low density lipid moves through the bloodstream through various organs, and the muscles and adipose tissue utilize the triglycerides from this VLDL and few of the lipids, and then it gets converted to LDL. So basically, this VLDL moves through various organs, and triglycerides and other few of the other lipids get utilized by the adipose tissue and muscles for their functions in the body, and then LDL is released, which is low density lipid. Now, this LDL goes to the peripheral cells, which have LDL receptors on them. So this LDL gets absorbed, gets taken in by the LDL receptors on the peripheral cells, and these peripheral cells utilize LDL for various functions in the body. Some of the major functions include it acts as a precursor for vitamin D, LDL, and then it helps in membrane fluidity. Then it also helps in the steroid hormone production. Now, these are few of the functions which are performed by the peripheral cells after taking in the LDL, low density lipid. Now, the process through which the peripheral cells take in the LDL through LDL receptors is called endocytosis. Now, after utilization of LDL for a few of the functions in the body, the remaining cholesterol which is left after the function utilization is then comes out as HDL, which is high density lipid. Now, this high density lipid has less of lipid content and more of protein content, because previously the lipid content got utilized for various functions. Now, this HDL, high density lipid, goes back to the bloodstream, and then it enters the liver again. That is, it goes back to the liver again through reverse transport, so that bile is synthesized. Now, this HDL goes back to the liver through reverse transport mechanism and helps in the production of bile. This bile then again goes back to the intestine and is utilized for various functions. That is breakdown of fats. Then some of the bile is released as feces from the body, and the other remaining bile, some part, is recycled back to liver to continue the dietary cholesterol metabolism, which is a cyclic process. It takes, and so the remaining bile again gets recycled back to liver to utilize it for various functions. Now, this is how basically the dietary cholesterol metabolism works in our body, how the breakdown of fats takes place, what is chylomicron, VLDL, LDL, HDL. Now, I hope that you will have a basic clear idea about how this cholesterol metabolism works in our body. Now, coming to LDL and HDL, the differences. So we have seen that LDL, low density lipid, is known as bad cholesterol. whereas HDL, high density lipid, is known as good cholesterol. Now I'll tell you why. Now, LDL, low density lipid, has low density, so it has the advantage, it can take in more of cholesterol from the foods, right? And HDL has more density compared to LDL. Then excess low density lipid, LDL, in our body leads to plaque buildup, plaque formation in the arteries, which restricts the blood flow to various organs, causing life-threatening diseases, majorly cardiovascular diseases, right? HDL, whereas can be helps in the production of bile, which helps to break down fats, whereas LDL helps in fat formation, whereas HDL helps in breakdown of fats with the synthesis of bile. Now we can see in the picture that bad cholesterol, LDL, stores cholesterol in the blood stream and leads to, as I already mentioned, plaque buildup in the arteries. Then good cholesterol regulates the LDL storage and promotes excretion, that is breakdown of fats. Now coming to how this plaque buildup actually works. So when more of dietary cholesterol is consumed, that is fatty foods, animal-based products which contain high amount of cholesterol, when they are consumed in excess, it leads to excess LDL formation, LDL production in the body. Now this excess LDL enters the bloodstream, in the artery, then it causes cholesterol plaque buildup. There we go. This is the cholesterol plaque buildup, which has happened due to excess of LDL in forming in the body due to excess consumption of cholesterol containing foods. Now, this cholesterol plaque buildup, as a result, cause atherosclerosis, that is in arteries. It causes plaque buildup, which restricts smooth flow of blood through the organs, leading to heart attack or stroke. Proper blood circulation isn't happening in the body. It doesn't reach the heart muscles and it blocks the arteries. So this is how excess of cholesterol, that is excess LDL levels, could lead to cholesterol plaque buildup. So this is the dietary cholesterol metabolism, how it actually functions in the body and why we are advised to follow a proper diet and consume less of cholesterol containing foods and maintain a healthy lifestyle, and how it is linked to heart attack or stroke or atherosclerosis. So I hope by this you all have got an idea, a basic idea of how the dietary cholesterol metabolism functions in our body. And that's it from my side. And please do subscribe to this channel, like, share, and hope it has helped you learn something new. And for more such content, please follow Learn with Bebo. Thank you.